Leighton Lakes, Call of the Wild. Guys, this may be the prettiest spot in the whole game, I gotta say. Overlooking this. Wow, yep. I definitely think this is the prettiest spot in the game. Anyway, why are we here? Why are we up here? And, well, if you're a Call of the Wild player, you know very well why I'm up here, because like every other content creator, I have to capitalize on what was found in the community. So as we come in here, and before we do this, let's just check where we are. So we are in Belmont, and boy, Belmont has become one of those things where it feels like it's such a real place, doesn't it? So as you go into Belmont, you're kind of like in this crater, and you have the outlook here, which is this actually called? Okay, this is the Belmont Northern Lookout Point. And if you're interested in finding this, there's the coordinates right there that you can pause the video right now and check out if you want. But anyway, we are here because this right here is the new clue. This has been in the game, guys, apparently since the Bloodhound DLC was released. And apparently, if nobody found it, they were actually going to send out some hints on this week's live stream. But lo and behold, it was finally found, tucked away here all this time at this outpost. So, not much to look at, right? It's just a gourd container. And honestly, guys, if you research these have been used in pretty much every civilization known to man. I mean, if they weren't native to an area, they were found in areas. They've come to areas by means of travel and stuff. So, yeah, a lot of speculation around this. And apparently, if you look into this, the origins are very heavily involved in Africa. Now, of course, these gourds were also used in Asia. I believe that they were used probably in Australia. We've found these here in America. So they're literally everywhere, but the origins are African. So, with that being said, let's take a quick trip back to the savannah. And more importantly, let's take one last view. That is quite breathtaking. Ah, the Virunga Savannah. I'll tell you guys, out of all the DLC maps, I would have to say that the Virunga Savannah and the Yukon are my favorites. They are just so well done. I mean, this map, it just feels like Africa so much. And honestly, Africa has always held like a special place for me. I've always wanted to visit Africa. It's the beginning of civilization. The wildlife is just so diverse. The culture, everything about it has always interested me. And when they brought out this map, I was so happy. I've spent so much time hunting on this map. And you would think I'd have more diamonds than I do, but unfortunately, that's just the way things go. But we're on this map today because we're talking about the possibility of a second map. And there's a female lion drinking right there. What is that right there? That looks like... Okay, we got some jackals coming into render. And you know what? I don't like that I said that. I don't like that I said coming into render. Because in this game, honestly, the best part about this game for me is the immersiveness. And I really don't like discussing game mechanics and stuff like that, because I do feel like it ruins the immersion of the game if we talk about pathing and all that kind of stuff. So I will avoid talking about that. But anyway, could we be getting a new map? I think it's a pretty safe bet, considering that EW seems to be following a very specific roadmap, if you will, for their DLCs, and we are definitely due for a new map. Now the question is, where is that map going to be? And if that gourd is the clue, which it is, it was confirmed by EW that that is the clue, then a lot of speculation is about a second African map. And honestly, guys, I really feel like this game needs some big hype. It really does. And what would give this game bigger hype than a second African map? And I know a lot of people are saying, Australia. And I get that. And honestly, I would still love to see an Australian map. But I just don't think that they're going to give us that Australian map just yet. Trying to take a look, because I do have a diamond potential jackal on this map. And I just don't know where it is. But anyway, I do feel that another African map would be something that this game really needs. Like, this has been actually a slow year for EW, I would say. I think it's not that content's slowing down. It's just that what they're putting out just isn't catching the attention of the community, I don't feel. I feel they missed a big mark with Te Araroa. I know a lot of people like that map. I personally rate it up there with Hirschfeld. And possibly like Hirschfeld a little bit more. I think they really missed the mark with the animals on that map. And I feel like they're not doing enough to bring us new things. I really feel like the devs are getting lazy. And, you can criticize me for saying that all you want. Like, I totally get I'm not a developer. I don't make a game. Yes, I understand that. But it does seem like EW has kind of slacked off in the features and innovations department. Like, honestly, this is a hunting game, but we need more. It is time to give us things like running water. Maybe a map with waterfalls. Maybe a rainforest map. Give us something. Now, this guy here, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love having this guy following me around, and he does his job very well. He does his job, he does what he's supposed to do. I do feel they kind of missed the mark with the Bloodhound. I feel like the Bloodhound had a lot more potential to use him as more of a dog that you could train to track certain species, and then that would give us a reason to have multiple dogs as well, instead of just having them track blood. And again, I understand it's called the Bloodhound, but if you know anything about dogs, these dogs can do so much more than track blood and push me around. Now, a second African map. If we get a second African map, that means new species. God, I hope new species. I really hope they don't just take... I hope we don't see any of the species on this map on another African map, is what I'm trying to say. I really don't. And, I mean, I know that could be the easiest thing to do, is to put Cape Buffalo on there. Put lions and stuff like that. But I really want to see brand new animals. And honestly, guys, I want to talk about the addition of things like rhinoceros, hippos, elephants, and things like that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm against putting them in the game. And it has nothing to do with ethics, okay? Honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, I have no interest in hunting an elephant. I mean, real life or otherwise. I think they're beautiful creatures. I don't feel that, you know, there's a need to hunt them. With that being said, in Assassin's Creed Origins, you know, I did kill the war elephants. You had to as part of the mission. It made sense to. But I'm not against having elephants in a hunting game because at the end of the day, this is just a game. And I kind of understand where EW comes from because PETA is a very real, strong presence for some reason. I have no idea why that organization is so powerful. But if they really want to, they can bring down, you know, pretty big companies. And it's unfortunate because, like I say, this is just a game. This is not real life. It's pixelated creatures. So that being said, this is why I'm against having elephants and rhinos and hippos and such in this game. And it's simply because EW took the lazy way out and they chose not to have size differences of animals in the game. It's just like lions. It's predators, actually. I mean, for all I care, they might as well not even have predators in the game anymore either. For the simple fact is, there's no size difference. A 9 legendary is the same exact size as a level 1 or a level 2. They all look the same. Nothing's different about them. And that's why I truly feel that there's no point in putting those animals into the game. So now, obviously, you know, if they gave us elephants, we would probably have, like, true tusks, I'm sure. And if they gave us rhinos, you'd have a true horn on it, which would be fine. But I still want to see a physical size difference. I feel that's one of the things that this game is really lacking. And it's sad because when a game like Hunting Simulator 2, which, let's be honest, isn't a great game, but even they have size differences in their game. And with Ultimate Hunting on the horizon for next year, I believe on PC, and like 2023 for console, I believe, and they have size differences, they have baby animals, you know, I mean, that's going to be huge. If executed right, it's going to be huge, and I really feel like EW, they need to up their game, because if games like Ultimate Hunting are even half of what the developers are talking about, then I do feel that EW is going to have legitimate competition, and to make it, they need to step up their game. And I do feel that this game could still be the best hunting game around. I just wish EW would get off their ass and realize it and give us something really good. I mean, guys, I really feel like there hasn't been a ton of hype in this game probably since the Yukon, or possibly turkeys. And I mean, look how well that went. Everybody wanted turkeys into this game, and we got turkeys, and they were bored with turkeys within a week because EW didn't execute turkey hunting correctly. And I think a lot of us in the community seen that coming and knew that that was going to happen. But with that being said, I want to find something to kill for this video, so let's try to find something, and when I do, I'll catch back up with you guys. Alright, good old Virunga Savannah and Gemsbach. You can always rely on Gemsbach. And another thing that is, I don't know, I'm still on the fence on if I like it or not, but what they did change with the last update is not when you set the time, animals are at the need zone immediately. You don't have to wait for them to come in. And I don't know, I mean, I feel like that's making the game easier, and honestly, I don't think this game needs to be easier. It's a hunting game. It is what it is, but we're gonna take out that one right there. So yeah, we're going to take out that level 4. What is that coming in, though? That's another level 4, 277, 287 is definitely a bigger one. So I think we can get that from here. We're using the 300. Should have been a good hit. So guys, as we walk over there, I'd like to know what you guys think. You can put in the comments, what do you think we're getting? Do you think it's going to be a new map? Maybe we're wrong. Maybe it's not a map. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a water drinking DLC. Maybe they're going to put it in here where when you're on maps and you get hot, you need to drink. Maybe they're going to put a little bit more of a survival element into the game. Personally, I do think it's going to be a map. If you do think it's going to be a map, where do you think we're going? Do you think it's going to be an Asian map? Australia? Do you think it's going to be Africa? Another North American map, perhaps? I know a lot of people are talking about Texas, and honestly, I just don't get it. Like, it seems like everybody wants their individual state in this game. You know, I mean, to put a Texas map in this game and put Black Buck on Texas... Black Buck are not native to this country, guys. Black Buck aren't native to Parque Fernando. We have that kind of map. We have a map already that, you know, is like an animal reserve. Okay. So, I'm honestly, like, not hopeful for, like, a Texas map, honestly. I don't see the point in it. However, I would like to see a new whitetail map. And you know what? Let's just have him track this thing. I would like to see a new whitetail map. But what I would really like to see, I would like to see them go full out and start bringing the maps. Whoa, that's loud. I would like to see them start bringing the maps from the Hunter Classic over to Call of the Wild. So we'll pick this one up. It's just a silver. Well, that's unfortunate. But anyway, guys, that's where we're going to end this video. I just thought I would drop my 2 cents about this clue, and I would love to know what you guys think. So don't forget to put it in the comments. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Don't forget to join my Discord. We can continue the discussion over there. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.